Good morning. It's Thursday, September 26th. And over the past couple of days, I have been dealing with fraud. A group, or more than a group, I guess, a team, it seemed like, have hacked me, but very unsuccessfully. They have attempted to buy some merchandise that I had been looking at online. It was a toolkit that was supposed to sell online for like $9 and change. And it's a pretty toolkit, had all kinds of stuff. Not that I really needed it, but I felt like I could use it. So I placed an order, and when I went to place the order, there was a questionnaire that I had to fill out, and I filled out the questionnaire, and I went through the whole exercise, and I got to the very end of it, and they said they would notify me, blah, blah, blah. And then I find out that this whole toolkit thing is a scam. And they had attempted to purchase the toolkit plus some other stuff and spend over $200 using a fraudulent card. Fraudulent in the sense that it belonged to me, but because I had been hacked in previous times, this card was no longer active. And so I got communications from these people about the problem that they were having with this card. And I said to them, the card is invalid, but I'm not giving you anything because I recognized at that point that the entire thing was a scam. And I tell you something, the scammers are very good out there. They had advertisements, products that looked very nice, and I was intrigued by this toolkit. So I went ahead and I attempted to purchase it. And luckily for me, they had attempted to use a dead card that had been taken off the market, so to speak, because of previous scams. And I want to tell you something. I have had 6 different cards this year because of various invasions on my privacy and in my buying habits. So that was fine. I took care of all of this stuff. They weren't getting anything. And then I told them that when they called up, irritated that the sale didn't go through, and they called me to tell me I had to do certain actions. These are the scammers. Telling me I had to do certain actions and I couldn't just cancel this order. I had to contact people. I had to do this and that and the other thing. And of course, I didn't do any of those things because the scam was obvious. And I checked on my bank accounts and everything was okay. Nothing had been attacked on the bank accounts. Nothing had been withdrawn from my bank account. And so I was contented. I let the thing ride, and I'm going down to the bank in a little while to talk to them. And then I get a phone call this morning, right before I started this rant. It's the scammers. And as soon as she introduced herself, I hung up on her. And then my phone rang 2 more times. They expected me to pick up the phone again and talk to them. But I have no intention of talking to these people anymore. They're thieves. And I mean, the whole thing was ridiculous. The average person shouldn't fall for this nonsense about having to cancel the order in a certain way, etc., etc. So I got away with all of that stuff. I got out of that. And as soon as I finish this rant, which is in about 2 more minutes or so, I'm going to go to the bank, sit down with them and explain everything that happened, check my bank account while I'm there. I'm reluctant to check the bank account right now from my computer because I don't know if the scammers are watching me. So I'm not going to do that, although when I try to open that bank account, it has this double protection. First you give it a passcode and then everything, and then they send me back another set of numbers on my phone so that I can close out the transaction and open the account. And I get annoyed with that procedure, but in looking at what's going on in the world, they're doing the right thing. It's difficult to envision. It's difficult to envision that the world is so crooked, but it is. And so those who have your information are taking, for the most part, proper care of it. And so this morning I am going over to the bank and I will take care of telling them exactly what the situation is. And I'll have another look at my numbers, which look good to me right now. And I hope you're going to have a great day and that you will avoid the scammers in the world who are out there lurking at the very end of the software world. I'm convinced that being online in the software world has created a large amount of thievery. So have a great day. Take care. Bye.